All right. We're finally live. We're up and set to get this Skitty. Hopefully the USB will stay. But yeah. We're gonna see how that goes. But if this is your first stream, welcome. My name's GlintPhantom. You could call me GP. We're gonna continue our Dex Nav challenge. It's just something I'm self-imposing. Holy crap, I have not looked for Skitty a lot. This is gonna be a long hunt. Here, so hoping that Skitty... Oh, I could use this to go heal. So... let me do that. I am gonna go heal. Get all the PowerPoints back. I hope you all are having a great day. Or rather, great night. This week has been a bit more eventful compared to the last. Like, I got things that I wanted done, finished, and out of the way. Hopefully now we could search for it. It's got its tail. And of course, I've got to do some weird typing. So I need to move my mic a bit to a place where it won't interfere with the wires. So maybe lowering that for now would actually help. But one thing I did learn was the Dex Naving is now based on like just a set chance. It's based on the search level. So it gives you that set chance. But since Skitty's search level is kind of low, that means the chance is also kind of low. We might be in for a long hunt tonight. But I am prepared. Because at least now we know it's like that set chance. And I'm hoping that the USB cord does well. I need to look into a more secure connecting USB. But then it uses the old one, so there's only so much you can do. But in terms of what I wanted done for the week, I got paperwork handled. There were some things that needed taken care of, which I did. Hopefully it continues resolving. Right now, the only thing is it's not on my end anymore, which I guess is good. Because I don't know about you guys, but I dislike just that stress of something being on your end. It's just so annoying. I'm hoping that we can get this before 100 search level, but you never know. I just gotta be patient and remember to charge my system at 8:45. And yes, we're starting pretty early, but that's just because okay, managed to catch that. But that's just because I felt like this hunt would take a while. Get there. And why? I might have to replace the USB hub if it's glitching out like that. It's glitching out to where slightly... I was here thanking all of you and my mic cuts off. But I'll thank you guys again for helping me reach 50 subscribers on Glint's collection. I will not be resetting anything. And I should probably move that away. I'm gonna keep the counter going so it's over all encounters. Since they're Dex Nav encounters, it's not like just random stuff, you know? But yeah, before I realized that my mic cut off, I was talking about how I was trying to get back to my roots, doing shiny hunting. I'm looking at doing more games, more streams. Might have to heat up some like hot tea or something because my throat is very parched. But we're finally at 10 encounters overall. I'm thinking it'll take 120 encounters overall. Hopefully. But Psychic is now done. We'll go through the other attacks. Good thing with Relly is that her attacks equal to about 50 encounters. I'll do Draining Kiss. Alright, it's back to 8 because we broke the small chain. I wonder, I guess when we break the next chain, I'll go look into heating up that tea. This raspy throat thing is kind of annoying me. Especially when I'm gonna be talking for like 2 hours at minimum. Yeah. We're at 12. Now that just means 100 more encounters. Or 10 times more the encounter. I'm still using the normal typing method instead of using depth counter or whatever. I know Stream Elements has its feature of doing a counter too, but I would have to type a lot. I'd rather just keep my typing to that minimum. In the long term, I do need to look into getting a different battery for my system. I'm really debating on just like freaking getting either tea or taking a decongestant just to clear the throat. Which is surprising because I have not, knocking on wood here, I have not gotten sick yet. $15. Oh, dang it, that's sitting on the wire now. Gonna have to... Hopefully it doesn't disconnect. Let's wrap up some paper. Old trick of the trade. Okay, that works. Okay, yeah, that works. I did talk with a friend and she recommended trying out something for a story game. That, however, will be on Twitch. For now, my main YouTube channel here, GlintPhantom, will be just for Pokemon shiny hunting. I may bring it to Twitch once we reach certain goals. Like, honestly, it's been so many years that I've been sitting on 1300 that if we could reach 1300, I would consider bringing back shiny hunting. I feel like with the cold weather and my increase of talking, I need to like hydrate a lot more. I would love it so much if this thing would just show up so soon. I guess I could look forward to small goals. And by that I mean like the search level going up to proper count or things like that. Oh, that one was a good one. That cleared it out. Okay, end up being like a weird channel. Shiny hunting and clearing my throat. Oh, it's got last resort. And also mini goals like reaching 10s and 20s and 30s and all that stuff. I guess that's how I manage to shiny hunt for 2 to 3 hours at a time. I'm constantly, what do you call it? Breaking up things into manageable goals, as they say. We got time for this. Don't rush it, GP. Do not rush this. There we go. So Draining Kiss is done. That's good. This brings me back to like the old days of shiny hunting where I tried to make a goal of getting all the shinies. I mean, I could still do that now, but once a week. There's no viable chance now. What I mean by that, like, if you think in a span of 2 hours, you can get lucky and get a shiny Pokemon. There's also, you know, how will you fare and all that stuff. I actually wonder if we'll reach level 60 with Rally. Let's take a look here. Come on. Oh. I got this. I hate the 3DS because of this. You try to keep it slow, but then dang it, I keep the subtleness of that shiny. We're at 86 on the search level. And we're almost at 25 on overall encounters. I feel like that's how you manage shiny hunting. You break it up into goals. You take it one encounter at a time, things like that. It's what I do with my approach to exercising. You think to yourself, it's taking so long to reach a certain amount of minutes. to work out. But if you make things a little bit of a game, it makes it manageable. At least that's my take on it. We got about 8 more minutes until I plug in the charger, and we'll charge it for about 30 minutes. I wonder if I just got lucky and it was only 60-something encounters for Skitty. But then again, I do have Shiny Charm, so hopefully that benefits. Okay, it's kind of good that I did not rush up. That could have ruined the encounter. I think if we get to 100 encounters overall, I'll take a little bit of a break to like make that tea I mentioned, or get something with warmer water. Come on now. Kinda glad that kinda glad no one's in here right now. I have to put down so many skitties. Oh. You thought wrong, Kappa. Ah, no. I'm caught. I'm caught by all the Skitty lovers. Hey, Jeppa. Welcome to the YouTube stream. How's it going? This old 3DS, be reliable. Do not fudge up on the freaking circle pad. How do you outspeed Relly? Not sure, to be honest. The guild master of my WoW guild passed away. Oh, damn. Well, do you want me to comment on that, or how do you feel now that you've shared that? Because I know, like, for some people, they sometimes just sharing something is enough. Sometimes sharing something means you want feedback or something of a comment. Come on. I hate when you do that and it's all slow. Now, I say all this not to be insensitive to what happened. This is more to explain to viewers after the fact, or maybe people who see this and they're wondering, why aren't you commenting like all this and all that? Well, for me, death, it's... everyone has their own reaction when it comes to something like that, and there's no right or wrong way to feel about it. And just what you said there, Jeva, that's very valid, because emotions can be very weird for many people, myself included. It's all about perspective. How you were raised, what you were raised around to believe. Some people were raised to, you know, you should say, oh, it's bad. Now, it is bad, but then I'm talking about like the bad of reacting or not. And with that, I say, like I said, everyone's reaction is going to be different. Sometimes you're not going to have a reaction. Some people say that that's shock, and that's a valid point. Although, I wouldn't say to let definitions of people define what you feel, because you're still processing it, you know. So when people give you definitions of you're feeling this or you're feeling that, it's okay or it's not okay, just let it be. Let people feel what they feel, or don't feel what they feel. I was too young to really think much about my dad's parents dying, and I wasn't in the country when my mother's parents died, so I haven't really had any experience with death. That is a valid point. And no one should, like, impose on how you should feel about death. Even my words, like, don't take my words to heart regarding the topic of death. I'm just speaking from my experience. You are not learning any more moves. Anyway, quick change of subject to make sure this isn't... Oh yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. On the highlight. You don't want to have this be the topic. But I've been alright, Jeva. The new year... like... there were a lot of things that happened during the new year. I realized that, you know, some old-time friends have become more so acquaintances. Things in other people's lives have drastically changed. And it made me reevaluate how I am to someone in their life. It let me, you know, figure out how I really am when it comes to relationships. And I realized for me, my issue is that, oh, don't go too fast. That is a valid point. It's definitely harder for me because I grew up where, you know, I've always experienced being the kid where, like, I'm told, hey, GP, go sit over by the bleachers or the chair over there while while we are over there playing this or that. It made me very hyper aware of how people treated others compared to how they treat me. And in psychology or something, or maybe the study of relationships, you would say that's more of a GP issue where, you know, I'm comparing my friendship with their other friendships. But then again, I also grew up as a loner because of only experiencing those issues. I shouldn't say they were issues, it was just how kids were. But getting back on point with how difficult friendships are to maintain, I grew used to, like, if you keep in contact with me regularly, but then suddenly that changes, then I kind of withdraw myself. I know that I should reach out, since in the practicality, friendships are a two-way street. I'm gonna get this encounter and then I'll read your comments, Jeva. I was pretty outdoorsy. A pretty outdoorsy kid. Had plenty of friends living in the streets to play with until a bunch of parents started telling me I can't play with their kids because I was a few years older. That can definitely impact a kid. Like, it leaves so much open for a kid's mind to think, what the heck's wrong with me then? Instead of the adult explaining maybe they weren't comfortable with it, or explaining comforts and discomforts. Which I get, adults don't want to explain that to kids. It's one of the things that you kind of have to experience. Friendships are definitely a two-way street. Personally, don't mind if there's no contact for a long period, as long as I come back to the person at any point without it being weird. I am 110% in agreement with that, because I could go years without talking with a friend, but then when it's weird, for me it gets weird when they start acting distant, or they do things and they choose to no longer include me when they could have. That starts making me think, okay, is my friendship something they no longer want? And a prime example is I had a friend and we would keep in touch for a while, and then it would kind of like lessen over the months. And then suddenly, over a period of time, this friend and myself, we just stopped talking. They could have reached out, and I mean, I could reach out too. I understand that. But then they also know how I am. Like I've explained to them, if people keep in contact with me, then that routine keeps going. Like I'll be the one to continue the conversation asking what's up, or if I'm the one that needs to reply, I'll say, hey, good morning, or something along those lines. But then I also get, like, people get busy. They'll leave things unanswered. But then when you go such a long time and not really talking, and when you do talk again, I'm left feeling like the dynamic of the relationship has changed. That's kind of where I start reacting or not reacting. That was like a huge test for me to multitask. I haven't done that in a long time. I still have your Breloom too on the team. There it is. I recently started talking to a friend I've known for like 10 years, if not more, after not having spoken to him since late 2021, and now we're chatting again, and we've been playing a game together. Nice. For me, I hope that that's a similar case with my friend. Maybe it's just that they've been so busy that they really don't have that time to reach out. Because there are things about that friend's life where, you know, there's a lot going on. And understandably, when you have that much going on, or at least that's what I think, you have to pick and choose your priorities. But I am glad that you reconnected with a friend and things are going well. And yeah. I can relate similarly to that. I can't talk tonight. I can relate to that. Where like a lot of the friends I have, they have marriages now, or maybe they have kids. So with me being a caregiver and looking after my father and whatnot, there's not much that I can relate to with them. So that leaves me not saying much as well. Oh no. get there. I hate when the little circle pad just does that. And of course, the first shiny I get when I'm going back into shiny hunting had to be Eevee. It has to. It's like in my opinion, it's the best shiny of this generation. For me, since I don't relate to, you know, how it is to raise a kid or be in a very committed relationship like that, I understand there's not a lot to talk about. Especially when other people don't relate to what I do. So, from one point of view, I get it. I get, you know, them choosing more to communicate with others who do relate. And yeah, it is definitely versatile. I also like that with how many years it's been with Dex Nav being out now, people have they have more data on how it works. I remember back in the day, there were talks about chains and things like that. And there is a increase in chains now every 5, but it's only a very small, minute boost. Welcome to the stream, Cade. And you're going for Ho-Oh right now? I think that was back with soft resets, if I'm not mistaken. How many encounters are you in? And good luck on your hunt. I'm gonna plug in my system here. I will say, Loopy, you are an MVP for doing this for a lot of people back in the day. I guess it just depends on the individual's system. Let's try to get to 50, and then I'll go ahead and Hey, Bubby. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I haven't been counting resets, but I'm 4 days in. Hey, you'll get it, Cade. The shiny eventually comes. I tried doing Dex Nav a little while ago, but it felt weird. But maybe that's just because the thumbstick feels weird compared to a controller. That's honestly how I feel. There's times where I'll move it slightly, and you know, I feel I want to move it more, but then the range of movement feels definitely different from like something like the Switch or whatnot. I'm doing pretty good, Bubby. Having a chill night. Thankful you guys are all here. Hoping we get this Skitty before I do that. I need to switch over. I think we'll do Derpenware first. I don't have Lepa Berries, so might as well do a lot of the other Pokemon. Yes, this is through a capture card, Cade. It's one of my old ones. So this is legitimately through a cartridge. Although the card reader is starting to get either dirty or not as good anymore. I had to insert and like push it in and out a couple times. And the battery's starting to swell again, so oh yeah, this is like one of the first ones, not the XL. Oh, it is on this side. Like back in the day, I would leave it charged and stream. But now I'm only leaving it charged for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Leaving it charged back in the day was what caused the battery to swell. By the way, if you have an old pair of earphones with 3.5mm jack, you oh, I wish I had one. I haven't had one of those in so long. But then maybe I could find one at the Dollar Tree. But then it'd be so, like, a really, really crappy version. Gen 6 is my favorite generation for shiny hunting. So much variety. I definitely agree. It's the generation that I chose to go back to when I started shiny hunting again after like so many years of not shiny hunting. I'll keep that in mind, Jeva. Like, probably when I go to the gym, I'll stop by the dollar store, get like $1.25 headphone. It'll help me figure out, you know, which side it comes through. This is where that stick gets really weird. I put a plug into my 3DS if I'm ever using it with the capture card. The change in audio quality from it is crazy. Still no idea why. Probably something with the board, you know. I do plan on doing sweet scent hunting too. It's passive, much easier than Dex Nav. But I saw some old shiny hunter YouTubers and they were still playing Dex Nav. And it's like, I guess that re-inspired me. I also thought about, you know, going to YouTube because I needed to try something different. I feel Twitch was getting too crowded and the old methods of support of rating people, it's not as effective anymore. I would love that. Honestly, if that new A to Z, yeah, Legends Z to A, I said A to Z. I don't know my Pokemon news anymore. But if that new game has a fun shiny hunting method, I will finish the game. I cannot finish a modern Pokemon game because there's so much cutscenes. Just give me one of those methods. I'll be happy, like spamming sweet scent. You know, I'll be happy spamming sweet scent. Same for me. I could not finish Scarlet and Violet. I only did like 3 streams of it. And then I couldn't keep going. It was like, nope. For me, it's just the cutscenes. Now that they can do cutscenes, they think, oh, let's compete with AAA games and like make Pokemon compete with all the other stuff. Hell, even the double grass that was in black, black white or black white 2. I hear you there. I haven't actually. I maybe need to play through black white in a vanilla sense. I never played through that game. I've tried to do Nuzlocks of them, randomized, but they're like one of the earlier gens that I just never played through. Surprisingly, I have not tried Power World. There was, it happened to be like one of those games that was just so hyped. I was like really tired of saying it. And now that they're going through the lawsuit, I don't think it's even in my wish list anymore. Did they take it down from Steam while they're going through that issue? I need to check again. Oh, nice. I may get it when it's on sale or something. But then with new games, I tend to just... It's like, there's a certain point when you get older and you realize how much time you have in the day for everything, and it's just... It doesn't feel the same anymore. You wish it did, but it don't. I do know that it apparently released on PlayStation 2. So that might be another reason for me to get the PlayStation 5. I still haven't saved up for that thing. Although now I gotta think about saving up for the Switch too. Just because if Pokemon Legends runs a little bit better on Switch 2, you know. Because I'm still running the stock Switch. Not the OLED version, or the improved version. That's what's kept me from getting a PlayStation 5, Jeva. I've noticed that a lot of the games that I wanted to play on PlayStation, I would just need to wait 8 to 9 months. It's on Steam. The funny thing is, I got my Switch not for Pokemon or anything like that. It was for Tetris 99 because it was a free game. Well, technically it cost me 20 because I needed to pay money to play online and whatnot. Ooh, I almost lost that one. Oh man, I remember those days. I was very hesitant about that, and I know now that I should have been a little bit more aggressive about, like, actually trying to get goals, monetary goals. I was way too passive about that. I feel like I'm still passive about that, but like, I don't know. I know right now though is I guess my goal would be to expand my YouTube numbers, because YouTube has a like good discoverability compared to Twitch. Yeah, you did have the benefit of that, where you had a couple viewers that were able to monetarily support. And I definitely hear you on that, Jebba. These days, like, I pretty much only have like 1 or 2 people go to my streams now. Sometimes it will peak at like 5, but then that's just people checking in, not really having that community like before, you know? That's what happened to me in 2017 to 2018. It's like, I took an extended break and I was out of the loop. It was during that time where, like, I think some new up-and-comers were coming up. I think Purple Roni was the username. Those guys. But essentially, it was those guys that, you know, were growing their Pokemon community at the time. I wasn't there to watch them a lot, so when I did come in, it, as welcoming as they tried to make it, when you're going into a stream that already has like 12, 20 something people, it's like, how do you get to know someone, know the streamer? It's very nerve inducing in a way. But it's always up to you, Jebba, if you choose to start up again. But I know from experience, when you start just doing your own thing and not streaming, it's definitely difficult to start it back up again. I always like to think I I was good at responding to messages even if chat got crowded. I knew I was not. Like, there were a few times where, maybe at most 3 times in my whole streaming duration back then, where I was raided and there were over 10 people, I froze up. But then again, thinking about it, like, I didn't find a comfort with myself in streaming. What I mean by that is, like, I wasn't sure what I wanted my stream to be. It was kind of just mimicking what I saw between everyone. But now, since starting the shiny hunting again on YouTube, I kind of know what I want to make my stream about, and it's literally just having deep conversations, self-reflective conversations. And I get not many people like that. Not many people want to talk about things like, oh, you're spending time with friend B because they're a bit more outgoing, or they're a bit more charismatic. That kind of honest discussion. Anytime I stream, I just want someone, pretty much anyone, to talk about literally anything. Yep. Same here. Although for me, like, I would like to engage in deep conversations. Because not many people like talking about why do they like this friend more than that friend. It's not talking about it in a way of bad comparison, but just letting people talk to learn and be more self-aware in a way. I don't enjoy forcing myself to talk to myself because nobody's in chat, and if I don't talk, anyone that might come in will just assume there's no mic and leave. I've had that fear, but one thing that I experienced that's a bit true is that you kind of do learn to talk to yourself. But then here's the funny side of that. Shiny hunting is also good ASMR. I think my mic cut out once or twice during this stream, and I was just doing encounters, talking without realizing that I was muted. So the point I'm like bringing up here is that if it's just shiny hunting, it can attract some people. Only so much you could talk about when shiny hunting, though, if no one's part of the conversation. That is true. agree with that perspective because there's only so much that you could share about maybe your week or your day and things like that. But in the very first YouTube stream I did, I was literally just talking and just letting out everything that I kind of always wanted to talk about. I didn't really care if anyone was on stream or things like that. But I can still understand. I understand both perspectives. That's the thing about my stream that I'm trying to share, is that I want to listen to different perspectives because I want to like understand how someone sees something. Doesn't mean that I have to agree with it. There's this topic I was talking about randomly, and there's understanding someone and there's accepting someone. Especially in this world and this time now, is like you hear someone out, you try to understand them or stuff like that. But then, do you accept them? I am surprised I am keeping count right now, though. Like, holy cow. I used to be so bad at keeping count. And I'm always surprised by YouTube's bit rate. They don't seem to limit you as much as Twitch. Alright, sounds good, Jeff. I'm hoping so as well. I started up early so that I kind of compensated for the hunt going for a while. About 3 more minutes and then I'll unplug my 3DS so it doesn't swell up the battery again. What the heck does Wonder Skin do again? The big number I'm hoping for is 120. I think that's mostly because that's the amount of power points that I have between all of the damaging Pokemon. Depending on how the future goes with shiny hunting, again, I have debated on like using other means to shiny hunt. Now I can't verbally say what those methods are, but then you would, I think, some would understand what I mean by that. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Like, to me, it wouldn't, like, jeopardize the legitimacy of the shiny because it's just that moment. I wouldn't be using, like, Yo! Shiny Skitty! At 90! Yo! Okay, yeah, that is a shiny. Balloon, get out here! Oh. Okay, good, good. Spore. No, why'd you wake up so... Oh. Okay, good. It's asleep. Ooh. Let's do a heal ball. Ah, no critical capture. Yes. Yes, we will nickname this Skitty. Type a nickname. It's funny that you can see me typing that because it's just a window capture. I'm hoping that someone would like to nickname this. But in the meantime, if you want to nickname this Skitty or other shinies, check out the full stream, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But come on, people, let's drop a nickname. I might just name it myself, like go with Sylvester. There we go. Sylvester. We're gonna save. Okay. That was so shocking. I'll put this back to 0. Since we're still gonna be hunting and doing the Dex Nav challenge, I'm gonna continue things. Skitty. And now, so we have I wonder what horde encounters are here. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, they're zigzagoons. And I think Whismer's the 5%, right? Let me look it up on my phone. Let's see. Route 116, or as. So most of it's gonna be Ninkata's the 5%er, and it's just gonna be Zigzagoon. That's fair. So if that's the case, I think we'll do Joltik as our next Pokemon. Oh, that boy got a little. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go right into Joltik. So let me adjust the title, because why not? Save. Change the title. I feel like I'll go until 2 hours. We'll see. Oh, it still counts. It still counts the overall chain. That's nice. Who knows? Maybe because it counts the overall chain, they'll, you know, have that boosted effect. And Joltik's at a higher search level, so maybe we will get a better Pokemon. Oh yeah, it's still counting the previous chain. But that's good then. It keeps the level high. I feel like I may need to switch permissions. What I mean by that is stream elements seem so delayed with YouTube. I might switch over to Streamlabs. We'll see. It's a highlighter. That's the thing I gotta hope for with Joltik. Oh, rock climb. Nice. uh, I guess that's a benefit of starting so early. Like, it doesn't feel like I started. Last week I started around this time. I'm debating if I should start like announcing if I'm gonna be live on YouTube. I mean, it's only once a week. Speaking of which, if you guys are watching this after the fact, subscribe to the channel. Since I'm streaming here once a week, yeah. You want a chance to nickname the shiny? Then be on stream. Twitch streams are usually for like variety stuff. Or maybe other things. Like I said, I'm going up to about 25. But now that should reset the levels. This means it's 100 encounters since we got Skitty at 90. Honestly, if it's gonna reset anyway, I might as well go and heal, you know? Part of me feels like we could finish here for the night, because some streams you don't want to have very long, and we could continue it. So I might actually do that. I'll save again because it's a quick save, but yeah. But I do want to thank everyone for being here today. Glad that you all could stop by when you could. We'll be back to continue Joltik next week. I'm also debating if I will bring shiny hunting back to Twitch. It's hard to say because I feel like that whole community, I've been away from it so long that I don't know how things are now with Twitch shiny hunting. So we'll see. But if you are watching, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you'll be here for the next shiny so you can name it. No one wanted to name the Skitty, so Sylvester the shiny Skitty. But this has been GP. Greatly appreciate you guys chilling here, and I will see you guys next week. But you can find me on Twitch at GlintPhantom. I really should have this as a command, but that'll probably be done when I switch over services. And if you want to check out any other streams of mine, check out the VOD channel at let me get you the link. That way, there's no mishap. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, I did not want to mistype it. But there you go. GlintPhantom Collections. But yeah, I will be here to shiny hunt again next Friday. I may start earlier, may start later. Right now, the consistency I have is that it is on Fridays. So that's saving grace. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.